Hi everybody, this is Lee. I'm coming to you from Junk Journal Junkies swap that I just did a few weeks ago. I've been very busy with wedding stuff and haven't had time to upload all my videos from swaps that I've done, but I'm trying to get them all in this week if possible. But this one I definitely wanted to do. It's one of my favorites. This was the swap called on, let's see, Wings of Summer. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, this is a journal that I did. My swap partner was Jenny Finnis, and I put lace on the spine, and I put some fiber trim here in the edge, if you can see that. I've got die cuts, flowers, bling bling, and Ephemeris Vintage Garden journaling card on the front that I backed onto cardstock. I've got a skeleton leaf under here, and I got some lace trim on the front. The covers are done with sample fabric. There's several colors of this, different hues. I used the more pastel colored one. Now on the spine, this is a vintage lace that my grandmother gave me. It dyes beautifully, but this is the natural color of it. This is a little doily that I bought from a Etsy seller. I'll try to find my receipt and put in the description where I got it from, because these are great for those of us who don't know how to sew doilies or crochet them, whatever you call it. I'm trying to learn, but I haven't gotten there yet. But I've got like 100 of these for, I think it was like $8.95 or something. So, like I said, I'll try to find that receipt and link her up, because she's got great stuff. Again, I put the fibers here to cover where the lace went, because I didn't bring the fabric all the way around it. I stopped it here and then put the trim there. On the side, I have seam binding for closure, hooked front and back through eyelets, and just simply tied. It's a double seam binding for a fuller bow. And I think I'm going to put a little charm or something. May just put an eyelet there for some lace. I'm not sure, or some seam binding. I'm not sure. I don't know if I will or not. I kind of like it like it is, but so busy everywhere else. Okay. I'm going to try to make this video a little bit, look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible, and I will not tell you everything that's in it, because you can kind of guess. And if you have any questions, just feel free to let me know. There's also a doily on the back of this too. I forgot to tell you that. I got to stick that washi tape down a little better with glue maybe. This paper was already beautiful, so I just made a pocket page out of it. Made a tag with some seam binding. That page was already pretty. This was an ATC I got in a swap a year or two ago, and I put that on here because I thought she was appropriate. And this is what got me to buy this little die cut, because she is beautiful. Her name is Callie on the die cut package. I love her. There's 3 of them, I think, but Callie's my favorite. I have 2 of them. Just a little bag. Fibers and flowers, stamps all over. Bottom tuck here. I'll just put some die cut butterflies. If my voice gives out, I'm sorry. This is take 4. I used my camera to go somewhere, and then when I tried to put it back, it kind of curved away from the scene every time. So this is just a journaling tag. So this is take 4. I don't want to do this again. This is an envelope that I got in a swap, and I just simply put some little ladybug holographic stickers in it. This is 2 tags that I put in and used lace to make front pockets. Did flowers there, and this one has a tag in the back as well, or top. I off-stamped a bird cage and used the ink that was left to make a faded stamp in the background. Lace pocket, short page that has a flip out with washi tape there. All throughout you will see little pieces of K & Company bugs, insects, and flowers. So I'll try to point them out real quick. This is just a stamp. Little K & Company bee. That was beautiful the way it was. I just left it, but it would be so pretty to journal on that with a white gel pen, I think, or black, but I think white would be gorgeous on it. This was a primary school writing paper, it looked like, with it's pattern paper, but it already had that in the background, so it'd be great to journal on, I thought. I put some lace trim on the bottom and stamped on the back. Stamped all over this page and stamped happy, and put a stop down here with one of my favorite aluminum stickers, aluminum stickers. It's very pliable. They're great little stickers. Let's see. I got some more. I got a few. I wish I'd have gotten a bunch of these, but they're very pliable. They're great stickers. This place went out of business about the time I found it, and I wish I'd have bought every one she had, because those are great. That's the bigger size. Okay. This is a coffee dyed center of the signature, and I forgot to tell you there's 4 signatures. There's about 12 pages per signature, so about 48 pages, and then 96 front and back, right? But then there's tucks here and here. And I like my little feather dies that I got. This one had this one, and then there was an ostrich feather also. I'll show you further back. I like fibers all over my paper clips. And this is a triple fold piece of extra paper that I just stamped on. Excuse me, my voice is almost gone. I'm telling you, this is take 4. I got halfway through every time and noticed that my camera had just completely angled out of frame. So washi tape and die cut bird, and die cuts and embosses as well, if you want it to. Flower, this is a die cut that I have. So just put a flower on top of it. I thought it was cute. This is a K & Company, no, excuse me, this is a stamp that I die cut. I'm sorry guys, brain dead. This is a die cut that I did and put fibers behind it, flipped it around. I've seen somebody do that. I can't remember. Was it Denise? I can't remember. I think so. If it's not, I apologize. If I remember through this filming who it was, I will definitely credit you, because it was a cute idea. Little corner tuck there. I love this little baby image. She's so cute, and I can't find the frame. Isn't that cute? Very cute. Got some of these in a swap from somebody, and I can't remember who. It's been a while since I've gotten them, but I've used them in several journals. But I just use that to kind of dress it up and not be so plain. Here's the back of those tags. This is just a piece of cardstock that I embossed and rubbed, I think it was worn lipstick on it. I can't find the frame ever when I'm trying to show you. Sorry, guys. Bird cage that I love, that stamp. I think that's so pretty, and I tried to do it, and I succeeded. To do it kind of like rubbed. You see what I mean? I didn't want it the whole image. So I tried to go around parts of it with the ink pad. This is just a piece of paper, excess paper left over that I cut with my decorative scissors and put bling on the corners. And need to put something on that paper clip, don't I? Fiber with flowers. Flower with fibers. This is an ATC that I drew and painted a year or 2 ago. I never swapped it. It's backed on black cardstock. Stamped on that doily. Another bottom tuck. Corner punch. This page turned out beautiful. I didn't think I would ever want to use that color when I saw it, but it's like a vintage butterscotch, I guess. But this Prima flower went perfectly with it. And then I found the little tiny button that I cut the shank off and put it inside in the little black fibers, and then this went perfectly with it. And then so I just put a bird on this bag to match. And this is a tag that I made out of the offcuts of the paper line, one of the paper lines I used. And it is a mishmash of paper lines, so I can't tell you one particular stack that I used because I'm trying to use up some of the older papers that I have, but they're still pretty. I'm not saying they're not pretty, they're gorgeous, but I've been hoarding a lot of them, to be honest. But there's another one of those little doilies that I just glued on top of the staples that held the ribbon in. The negative of the butterfly, some washi. Another one of those tags out of that same paper line. Oh, there we go. This is a flat flower. Just stamped butterflies all over, and then the corner stone pieces of stamps. Washi. This is a piece of vintage lace my grandmother gave me. It's I made a pocket out of it. 2 die cuts, and I put bling bling on it. K & Company with fibers. A belly band with punches. This is the ostrich feather, or peacock, excuse me. It's a peacock, not an ostrich. A peacock feather. And a little tuck there. A little tuck there. This is Callie again with the bottom tuck. Now this is a card that I received in a swap, but it seemed to fit this so perfectly. It says, some days you have to make your own sunshine. Very true. That's just a punched bird out of music note paper. Now this is a punch. It's like a 2-inch. It's a beautiful punch. It's a big punch, but it's pretty. It makes a beautiful flower. Just a flourish die that I do a lot. And this is, I stamped this one with butterflies as well. The offcut, or the negative, did a stop. Embossed K & Company bead. Prima flowers. This is just K & Company bird and bird nest that I put on the front and back. A little decorative paper clip I did here with fibers, and there are little die cuts inside. I'll get that later. Now this is the negative of that flower that I punched that I did. Thought it was pretty. Some old trim. Excuse me. My voice is almost gone. And I just noticed before filming that I stamped the same stamp twice. So sorry, Jenny. I didn't notice that I did that. I actually was going to sew an envelope in here, and I sewed it into the journal before I thought about it. So I'm sorry. I had planned on sewing something in there to cover that up, and I didn't. Alright, this is the end of a glassine bag. I covered up, or glued and washi taped the end, K & Company but flower, and put the slit in the top so it'd make a top loading pocket. Some of that foil tape, K & Company, K & Company. Another tag that I made with some seam binding. This is the other side of that butterfly paper. I thought that was really pretty. Just by itself, it just makes a pretty paper. This is an ATC that I had made, or not really an ATC, just a baseball size card to use in a pocket pal letter, and didn't use it. Those are a little too time consuming for me. I tried it and I don't know. But anyway, I had put it in there and took it out. I had made a little envelope, and you can hide little things in it. It's put on with washi tape. So I thought I would use those up since I had made a ton of them. The other side of that doily. And this is just a pom-pom trim. I love that. K & Company Dragonfly. And a side tuck. I'm sorry if this is flower overload, and I just thought it was so pretty with all the little flying things. There's the other fairy. I can't remember what her name is. Ariel or something like that. I don't remember. I love this stamp set that I've got. I don't use it very often, but I do like it. Trying to hurry. These are all loose fibers. Just kind of let them dangle there. Thought it was pretty. Side tuck. That's another die cut. The red part is like that. Paint Company. This is a flip out. And I love this little washi tape. I think it's very pretty too. And then Ephemer's Vintage Garden. This is an embossed. I just tore it along the embossing to make a corner tuck. And I put multiple fibers in that. I think that's pretty. You don't want it everywhere, but it is pretty. Little fibers. I'll just put a bow there. Another one of those bird cages. I tried to make it look aged. That one worked a little better, except I stamped. I obviously got ink on the side of this block. Another tag I made and put a die cut flower and bling bling on, and did it on the other side as well. This paper came like this, and I just put some trim on the bottom. Flowers, ribbon, corner tuck, and I stenciled on that's a Tim Holtz stencil, Tim Holtz stamp. And this is another die I have that's beautiful, and I just flipped one of the petals back, put a die cut, or excuse me, a punched butterfly, Ephemer's Vintage Garden journaling card, and just put a button there, and then tied, or I actually put the embroidery thread through it and tied a bow. Thought it was kind of cute. This is another lace pocket with an embossed paper for tuck spots, and I punched the top of the page here. Another one of those stamped bird cages. This is another washi that I love. I'm trying to use up some of my washi too. It's a sin what I have. I bet I have probably 100 rolls, and I'm sure there are people who have more, but that's a little overload for me. Got just a couple of Delight in Every Moment, some trim, one of my favorite stamps here, just a little ephemera thing, and punch that. This is one of my dragonfly dies that I have. Side or corner tuck. This is another stop. Little bag with some ephemera pieces. And it's the little birds. I thought that was cute. They look like they're talking to each other. A side tuck. And this is a piece that Lucretta sent me. She sent me some beautiful pieces of this. Different scenes and stuff. That's a die cut doily tuck, and this is a doily tuck, and it's got a belly band also. I just used the doily as a stop. Laugh and tuck, side tuck, and some more stenciling here. This was just a piece of, it was just a little strip of paper that obviously got cut off, but I looked at it and it says forgive and love. I think that's what it says. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't remember, but I think it says forgive and love. And this little stamp says butterflies, self-propelled flowers. I think that's so cute. It's so true. They're beautiful. I love butterflies. That's a Paint Company acetate piece. And I love the way this page did on the coffee dyeing. It's so pretty. And the little ladybug. That's the hummingbird to that set. And there's the butterfly and I think just a bird. I'm not sure. Maybe there's two butterflies. I'm not sure. Paint Company. And just a piece of extra paper here, I tri-folded. Put in this corner tuck. Put some Cane Company bees to go with the butterflies so it wouldn't be alone. This is from the Prima, I think it's the Princess line. I've been hoarding this and I finally broke it out. So this is, but she had wings. She had to go in here. I thought she was beautiful. Just pretty, pretty. Some more die cuts and library pocket with a journaling card in it. And I put some trim on the back. This I've been hoarding as well. This is old. Getting out of frame, sorry. But yeah, this is old. I've been hoarding this. And another Farmer's Vintage Garden. And this is just a little journaling tag. I turned it upside down because the butterflies went inside and you couldn't see them. This is also a tuck spot. And put some trim on it. Very light little trim, if you can see it. I put a die cuts with this flourish die cuts. And I put some of this pom-pom trim and just tied some embroidery thread around it. I thought it was kind of cute. This is a little envelope that I made and just put some of the Stampin' Up! Tabs in it for her. Just all different colors. And this is a tag that I made a couple of years ago that it says spring on it. And it's the Diane Reevely spray, Delusion sprays. Sorry, couldn't think of what it was. I haven't used them in so long. I used to do mixed media all the time. That's all I ever did, and now I don't do that very often. Those got me in such a mess all the time. I love them, love the colors, but I just stayed in a mess. If I'd have used gloves, I'd have been better off, no doubt. That one turned out pretty. The pan I use has that little mini honeycomb look to it, and it's modeled, so it's very pretty. This is a die that I have. I have a lot of dies, trust me. Side tuck, a belly band, another die, and one of those little bitty, now this one's like a 1-inch or a 3/4 inch doily. That girl, that I got from that girl, and I put some bling bling in the center, but I love that. This is a copy dyed page. This is another one of those pocket letter things that I had made. This one is just a little bifold, and then there's tuck spot here, tuck spot here. You can hide stuff if you want. This is an envelope that I made that I also was going to sew in here. The die cut that I put on both sides. It's like a tab almost. But I didn't sew them in. I don't know why. I just forgot to sew them in. But anyway, you have the envelopes, Jenny. You can use them. Another one of those beautiful Prima angels. I love those. The other side of the copy dyed page with the pockets. This is a cupcake liner that I cut in half and put the die cut laugh and flower with bling on it. Lace trim with the Prima Say It in crystals. I think that's what that is. I got a lot of those. There's some fibers under a punched bird. And I just ripped this off of where I had punched, I think, some butterflies. I'm not sure. Made a little envelope that I have not sealed. I'll have to seal that. I didn't want to leave that out. Another one of the peacock feathers. My favorite bee stamp. And I like this little, this is a new lace stamp that I got. It has a lace doily and a border and something else. Live in the moment and make it so beautiful that it will be worth remembering. And a little piece of ephemera tag there. Ledger paper. This is another ATC I had made and didn't use, so I just put it on with a bobby pin one of the painted bobby pins, and just folded a piece of the fiber that I got from, I think, Anita Crutchfield. And I did find that though, and I bought some. And put that on with it. That's another piece of that paper. Another envelope that I made. Yeah. Put it on with lace. And left some of it to overhang so that you can see it on this side. And this is a little a mini file folder that I made out of some leftover paper that you can put something in. And this is some rub-ons from Tim Holtz. That's something else that I'm trying to use up. I've got about 8 packs, and they've all got something used out of all of them, or I would give them to somebody, but I hate to give them something that's kind of used up. So anyway, and then I got my handmade buy stamp, and the end. That's it, ladies. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye-bye.